is up, everybody? Today's video is going to be slightly different. I'm kind of excited to showcase this. It's not a zombies video, and I know that's what my channel has primarily consisted of, but I wanted to show this just because I'm trying to get, a bunch of different content out there. I'm very curious to see how this will go over. I know I'm going to get a lot of crap for this in the comments based on how I played this game because it was very rough, but to be fair, this is a decent team that I'm playing, and I guess this is going to be the title of the video. I did play ZooMaa on ranked play, and for those of you who don't know, ZooMaa, I believe, is an ex-pro. He's not a pro anymore, but he does a lot of tournaments. He does a lot of wager matches. A lot of pros do play with him, so he's a good player. In this video, he's Crim. Not sure how I got put in a Crim lobby, considering I'm only Platinum. I believe I'm Plat 2, 1 game or 2 games off Plat 3, so I'm not that high of a rank. Not sure why I was matched against him. My team did win, but it was a very interesting game nonetheless. They almost brought it back. They had a pretty big comeback, towards the end of the game, and when I was kind of getting a little heated. So I wanted to showcase this and just kind of put it out there and see how you guys react to it. I am very curious what kind of content you guys want to see going forward. If you want to see more zombies related stuff, if you want to see more, speed running type stuff, which I've never done before, but I would stream it and pretty much start from square one with you guys to, have a fair assessment of what speedrunning would even look like, trying to actually do it. Some of these guys stream for hours and hours and hours every day, multiple games, hundreds of, attempts on these speedruns. So I think it'd be interesting to do. I could go for high rounds as well, or I could stick more towards the multiplayer side of things. I'm an okay player. You'll see from this game, I knew it was ZooMaa. I pulled up to see if he was streaming, and it was him. He was in the same match. So I knew I had to play kind of weird because ZooMaa, being as skilled as he is, and I assumed he was running with his team, they expect higher level plays, so I kind of had to play a little different than most would. So it bit me in the butt sometimes as you're watching this video. It also bit me in the butt against other players, just because I think one of them on their team is a lower player in general. But sometimes it also worked out pretty well. I went back and watched ZooMaa stream afterwards, and he was saying I played super weird and he had no idea what I was doing. So when somebody like that, says something like that, it's almost a compliment. It's like, what the heck what was I doing? So we're just gonna get right into the video. I'll show different perspectives throughout, just to make it more interesting. You'll see my perspective to start, and I'll kind of bounce to ZooMaa every so often, just to see different perspectives, see how he played compared to me. So let's get right into it. Fast forwarded to my first kill here. ZooMaa and his teammate kind of stacked on me there, so I got lasered. Funny enough, in his stream, he had actually said that I was playing really bad there, which he's kind of correct. Towards the beginning of the game, I was a little nervous, playing against somebody who's decent. So I had to pick it up a little later in the game, but I had some some pretty weird rotates, I would say. And I'm not one. I know I'm gonna get some hate about my lack of point time here. Oh, there was ZooMaa there. But I know a lot of people give hate when somebody doesn't sit point as much as they should. But to be honest, if I showed you some other gameplay from other ranked matches, I do sit point pretty frequently. It just depends on my role. I kind of try to feel out my role while playing the game, because sometimes I have teammates that like to stack the point, and then other times I have teammates that are never touching the point to save their life, so I'll be the one to anchor down. But this game I had teammates that played the point pretty well. I did touch point every so often, just when I needed to. ZooMaa did end up slamming me there, so let's go back to his point of view here. I want to watch how he slammed me. So we're watching him. He's gonna pull up in garage here in a second. I think his teammate cooks mine on point. He sees it's contested. He pulls up. It's contested still. Just slid through and slammed me. That's insane. Yeah, ZooMaa's crazy, man. So we'll go back to my perspective here. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more ranked gameplay, I can definitely focus more on ranked. I haven't really played a whole lot this season, but we'll see what I can conjure up. Maybe I can stream some. That was ZooMaa. I got caught by his teammate rotating back. I believe they actually had spawns back there, so that was unfortunate. Didn't know he'd be there, but hit a little drop shot on one of his teammates. And for those of you curious, I don't actually have a PS4 scuff. I use a scuff on their website. I forget, it's the Envision Pro, I believe is what it's called. It's catered more towards PC. Like, I have a bunch of hotkeys on my controller that control a lot of, you know, functions related to my actual computer. It does operate kind of similar to a scuff. Like, I have my paddles and stuff, so that's why you'll see me sliding, drop shotting, and on occasion I will snake if I need to, but I know snaking is kind of one of those forbidden techs that people are not really fond of, so we'll see some of that in here, I believe, if I hit a snake on somebody. I can't remember exactly, but so here I just try to rotate back. I notice that nobody's on. I look at minimap, nobody's on there, so I try to rotate on to the next point, knowing that ZooMaa and his team were heavy on rotating early. As you see here, they stun and I believe grenade. Toss a nade here. Yeah, there's a grenade. ZooMaa knows I'm here now, and he swung me, which, as I was playing, I started to notice that he does just kind of swing willy-nilly. He is very confident in his capabilities, so I believe after that moment is when I kind of realized that I need to just start pre-aiming him walking out on me, because most times when somebody's in a corner, you know, aware of his positioning like I was, they don't really swing you. So ZooMaa definitely walked out. You can call it skill, call it what you want, but I was very surprised by it. I swapped to the Jackal here. Jackal's kind of cooked now that they removed Compensator and Reinforced, but it could be good in certain situations. But I don't know. I'm kind of a little fanboy of the Compact, because if you can control the recoil and hit your shots, the Compact's a really solid SMG, man. The TTK is up close, especially, is insane. So don't sleep on the Compact, those of you that play ranked and, you know, are trying to find something aside from the Jackal. I know the PP is pretty good. It's just I don't like it because of the fire rate. It's super slow. You almost have to treat it like a mid-ranged AR in a sense because of fire rate. So just be careful with the PP if you do decide to use it anyways. So here I'm just rotating to garage. I know that they like to play garage. I took a little peek in there, didn't see anybody. Trying to figure out spawns here, but I think somebody on their team had rotated on the right side of the map by fences. So yeah, as you can see here, ZooMaa was there. So that kept the spawns from back here where I was looking previously. So I definitely need to learn more callouts as well. I'm not super hip on all the callouts just yet. If you couldn't tell by my the way that I'm talking about certain areas of the map, especially Hacienda. I'm not massive on Hacienda, to be honest. Like, I'm not as familiar. So as you can see here, I noticed my teammates were getting killed off point pretty frequently, so I'm trying to apply some pressure. But ZooMaa was holding the angle waiting for me, unfortunately. He was sitting in connector to garage. So I run through. I knew that he had gotten killed. I saw on the screen that he had gotten killed, so I didn't have to worry about that connector. Now I'm just trying to rotate to next point. I'm not sure why on the top left there it shows the point has 0 seconds. Maybe it's some sort of UI bug. Got slammed by Cowboy here. Just Jackal diff, unfortunately. And I wasn't pre-aiming. I was sliding, so I didn't have enough time. So I did see a red name there. That's why you see me pre-aiming. But he rotated to the site, unfortunately. B-Dog gets the triple, so this is why I kind of push into site to help secure it. I have an idea of where spawns are going to be, so I checked back courtyard there. Get a pick here. Try to get a pick on, I think that was ZooMaa, but he ran around the side. Couldn't really get him. But I noticed I didn't have to rotate to point because they weren't on it at that moment. But then as I walk away to try to get a spawn going, they hit the back spawn and then overtook point. So I had to go re-peek it. Hit ZooMaa there. Unfortunately, Cowboy came up as I was looking at ZooMaa, so I didn't have time to react there. Aim's a little shaky as well, which is kind of unfortunate. Amazing grenade by me there. Honestly, in that situation, ZooMaa just got super lucky. Not even gonna lie. Played it well, but I still think got lucky. Trying to hit a flank here. They do like to play garage, so I'm just double checking they're not garage. And once I realize they're not, I'm going to go try to rotate up through mid, I believe. Just to make sure that they are not pushing the mid stairs. They are not hitting mid stairs. I don't know why that guy's green on my screen. That wasn't a party member. I wasn't partied up. I was solo in this game. That's kind of weird. So I hit the rotate again, trying to flank, and I actually managed to pick one up. Oh wow, no, that was me choking. That was bad aim. I forgot about that. Yeah, so this was I believe my second game on, and as you can tell, it shows. It shows. Make sure you warm up, fellas. Like that was rough. And the thing about ranked, especially against good squads like this, and I got slammed by ZooMaa because he ran in, hit the door, and I thought he was going to push in, and he didn't, which was a really good play on his end. He pushed it open, backed up because he knew I was there, and then proceeded to shoot me. So that was a good play on his end. But the thing about ranked is that if you don't hit shots, your teammates could die, and then you could lose valuable time on point. So earlier when I missed that guy, I think one of my teammates actually ended up dying because I missed him. So gotta be really careful. Died to ZooMaa there, and I wish it showed kill cams because I watched the kill cam there just to see what he was doing, and he was holding that angle for a fat minute. So one thing I also noticed about ZooMaa is that he likes to hold angles. You know, he doesn't necessarily play point, but he will hold an angle really close to point and watch certain ways that he, you know, imagines people are going to rotate through. And I just had the unfortunate luck to run into most of his lines of sights, which is unfortunate. So especially on that point there's so many different lines of sights that people can go to. And of course, I just decided to rotate the one point that he was looking. So very unlucky on my end, but slammed that guy, almost slammed him, had 2 headshots on him. But we have point now, so I know I can rotate off. There's no one shooting in point currently. ZooMaa has no rings. I had no call-outs by teammates. I had no idea he was rotating under there. So I pushed through mid here. Bad aim, but hurt him pretty bad. I think teammate gets the kill. So as you can see, it's 242 to 186. So they brought this game back. I slide here. I almost killed this guy too, which was kind of impressive. But getting hit with the nade from the side lowered me enough, so I lost the gunfight. And it also shook my screen a little bit, so I think I missed a bullet or two. Would have been really huge if I had won that gunfight. But team sitting point now. I get almost a 2-piece there on ZooMaa at the end, but ZooMaa was ready. And that is game. Was it the most interesting of games? I understand. I just thought it'd be cool to, you know, to showcase a little bit of ranked play. And what better game to showcase than a game against an ex-pro and streamer? So that was really cool. ZooMaa, kind of lame. I said, hey, ZooMaa, love you, man. Love the energy. Didn't say anything back. I just got shit-talked on his stream. So it was kind of unfortunate, but still a good game nonetheless. And I'm sure he hears from people all day long when he's streaming. So I kind of understand why he wouldn't say anything. But they actually accused one of my teammates of hacking throughout that game, which I thought was pretty funny because nobody on my team was hacking. Nobody was popping off. Nobody was getting all headies. Nothing was happening. We were just playing Call of Duty. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But nonetheless, that is the video. I just wanted to showcase something slightly different for you guys. Yeah, if there's something you guys want to see, if you want to see me stream some ranked play, I'm so down for it. If you want to see normal multiplayer, me drop some nukes, that's totally fine as well. If you guys want to see more zombies and stream zombies, it's a little bit easier for me to answer your questions if you're struggling with something, especially the 100%er in zombies. I did have a video on it previously, as you can see there in the showcase. I do have the 100%er, so I made a video on it, and I know a lot of you did manage to comment on that as well, and I tried to answer the most that I could, but it's much easier when I'm in stream and can sit here and talk to you guys and have, you know, a good conversation if you're struggling with something. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments down below on what you want to see, what's interesting to you, all of that fun stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.